Welcome once again to the Recovery Room, a space where we pause, we breathe, and we unpack all the burdens, everything that we are dealing with. We are still on our series on forgiveness. In our last episode, we spoke about how forgiveness is very important because, in as much as we need to do it on the biblical aspect, it also has its own it has its own health challenges. So we likened unforgiveness to carrying a burden or carrying load, cement bags, like about 10 cement bags on your back. That is how it is like when you are not forgiving somebody. We also realize that it is not all the time that somebody offends you and they even know that they have offended you. Most of the time, you are angry with somebody, upset with somebody, and the person is living their life because they don't even realize they have offended you in any way. In cases like this, approach the person, speak to the person, let the person know that you did this and this to me, and I was not happy about it, and then we move on from there. Today, again, I have my brother, Pastor Dan,
Yes.
and today we are going to talk about why should we forgive people. We have spoken about what forgiveness is and what forgiveness is not. We have spoken about how to forgive people. Today, we are going to talk about why should we forgive.
All right. Thank you, Kukwa. So we are thankful for joining us all the time to your comment and everything that you put on our page. We really appreciate them. Kukwa, the last episode we said, why should I forgive? Or how can I forgive? Yes. How can I forgive? And aside everything that we discussed on our previous episode, what I want to say to begin this one is that every pain should be brought to Christ Jesus. Every pain should be brought to God. If you're a Christian, let God help you to heal because you can't do it on your own. If not, and you are not a Christian, I can still urge you that you should find a superior being that you worship. Take your pains to, because he or that thing will help you to heal from that burden that somebody has inflicted in life. Why should I forgive? As human, if I don't forgive, it means that I'm bringing chronic stress to myself. If I don't forgive, if these are standardized tests that has been carried out, so you can read anywhere you want to. If I don't forgive, I incur myself in depression and anxiety. And these are mental issues that would affect your relationship if you're married. It will affect your relationship if with your friends, with your colleagues, because all the time you are bitter. If I don't forgive, that is what is happening. And also, it doesn't help me to be happy.
Yeah.
You're always moody, you are always emotional, you're down. If you don't forgive, this is what happens if I don't forgive. And my sleeping pattern changes. A lot of things goes through mind, and you may result that thing to be no, nobody's having anything to do with you. It is because you don't forgive, or you can't forgive, or you don't want to forgive. These are the things that will come to you. And you see, if you are part of a leadership, if you are part of this executive, all the time it affects progress of work. If you are talking about something because of your being, because of how you don't want to let go of the pain, somebody probably as part of the board members have done to you, look at what will be happening to that thing. But if you're a Christian, of which most of us who are watching us are, this is what we are supposed to do. One, allow God to come into the picture. Because if he is not in the picture, you can't forgive. And the reason why he should be in the picture is that he would let you understand the fact that he came to die for us. So if I forgive Kukwa, it means that I've really understand his death on the cross. Last episode, you made mention of Stephen, and I added Christ Jesus on the cross, that he said, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they do. If I forgive you and I'm a Christian, it means that I'm replicating what he did for us. He said, yet we were sinners, but he came to die. And in a popular text in John 3:16 that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son to die. So if I am not forgiving you, it means that I don't understand the power of Christ's forgiveness in our life. So if I forgive, it means that I am replicating what Christ did. It means that I'm telling people that I'm also a Christian. I understand it. That is another point why I should forgive. The reason why God wants us to forgive is that it frees us from all bitterness and anger. So when I go to church and I realize that this person had done me bad and I don't forgive the person, can we blend songs together? Can we be in the same prayer group together? Can we be in the same band together? No. It wouldn't allow our worship to get up there to him. It will remain in the church. So it is always important that we need to do our self-revival. See, have I done something wrong against you? As a band, as a church leaders, as whatever. Let us know whether I've done something against you or not, so that it will let our worship be accepted. Forgiveness takes time. We have said it. I'm saying it again. It takes time. Allow it to happen, because God, at a point in time, brought his only son, spent 33 years, then forgiveness happened. First, we need to bring animal, but now we go on our knees and we say it. It means that forgiveness shows how we understand his sacrifice. Forgiveness also allow us to reconcile with others, because I can't reconcile with my wife or my husband if there's no forgiveness. Church members can't reconcile if we haven't forgiven. If I'm a pastor and I offend the church or say things that I'm not supposed to say, I shouldn't base on my ego as a pastor. I should come into the platform and tell the church members, you know what? Yesterday I said something against the church. I'm so sorry. It doesn't change anything in your ministry. No, rather it adds more respect to your ministry, because pastor did it. It doesn't matter to go on your knees to tell your members I'm sorry. It doesn't change anything. As a father of the home or the house, if you have offended your child, your daughter, your son, please don't use your fatherly ego. Go on your knees, tell them, sit, please. I did this, I did that to you. Please, son or daughter, I'm sorry. Please, let's go of it. Oh, daddy has apologized. It's nice. It's nice. But if you don't do that, and in our culture, I've forgotten to say that in our previous session, they will tell you that it's only young people who they are at fault. The elderly ones are not at fault. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, if these things continue to happen, the child grows to become an adult who also wouldn't apologize to the younger ones. And what generation are we building? So forgiveness in the film, he wants us to forgive because at the end of the day, it will save you and me from all bitterness and from all anger, and will have us have a closer relationship with him up there. Kuku, I don't know whether you still have something for me.
So when you talk about bitterness and the health issues, I didn't know palpitations would actually happen in Ghana. Like, I mean, I see it on movies.
Yeah, it happens.
Until it happened to me. So
okay.
Back in my marriage, I had a very terrible argument with my husband, and it dragged for a very long time, for like close to a month. We were not talking to each other. We were staying in the same house, lying on the same house. We're not talking. And when he's not home or when he's not back from work, like, I'm fine. I am okay. Going about my. As soon as I hear his key, my heart starts beating faster, and I'm so angry, and he's not said anything, but just the sight of him just gets me angry. And it went on for almost a month until I realized that what am I doing to myself? You're dying. Well, this guy will come in, just come, remove his shirt and singing and he's moving about his duties, and I'm there and I'm like so angry inside. Until one day I just told myself that what am I doing to myself? One day he came back from, I was like, sit down and let's talk. And I told that this thing that you did, say, 4 weeks ago at Sem, and I felt like, and he didn't even know that. He just felt it was one of my mood swings. So he was like, let me just play along. Until I told him what exactly the issue was. And he was like, well, he didn't even know that thing that he said had offended me. And then he apologized. And that was it. Imagine, I could have kept on with this over and over and over, and only God knows what would have happened to me. So forgiveness is actually very, very important. Aside the the biblical aspect
Exactly.
and us being Christians and
Exactly.
for admonishing us to forgive
Exactly.
for our own health benefits or for our own health.
Exactly.
Let us learn to forgive.
Exactly.
We would wrap up today's session. It's so amazing how the time goes so fast. So yeah, actually.
But in 30 seconds, let me do something. Give me your top. All right. So viewers, this is Kukwa and this is Dan. So Kukwa have offended me so much that I don't know what to do. So wherever I go, Kukwa offense, the pain, whatever is attached to me. So if I go to church, it is with me, right? If I go to bedroom, I'm still thinking about what Kukwa did. If I go to sing with people, it's still there. If I'm eating, it's still there. Whatever I do because I'm not able to forgive Kukwa, it is still there. But I realize that forgiveness brings me closer to God. So God, help me to forgive. Now I want to go through the forgiveness process. I've healed Kukwa. I've forgiven Kukwa. Now, when I'm going to church, I'm alone. There's no Kukwa as a burden. When I'm sleeping, I can sleep better. There's no Kukwa as a burden. If I'm singing out because there's no Kukwa as a burden. And that is what forgiveness does with us. Forgiveness is a burden. When it's detached,
You're free.
we are free. And that's what God wants us to do. And this festive season, He wants you to forgive. Start right. End the year rightly. And start the new year rightly with this freeness in mind. And you see, 2026 would be a beautiful year for all of us. Thank you for the opportunity. Kuka, give it to me.
I think that is a very perfect wrap up. Going to say as my wrap up, and we would end today's episode on what Pastor Dan has just shared. Get your freedom. Offload any burden, any hurt, any bitterness, offload it and be free and live your life. For all you know, that's the painful thing. For all you know, the person you are angry with has no idea what they have done to you.
Exactly.
So please, let us learn to forgive as we're moving into this festive season. Let's forgive, let's let go of all the baggages that we are carrying. See you on our next episode.